Hey guys, I just want to stop in and do a quick video to show you guys what I do at the first signs and symptoms of sickness for my children. So today I got a call from school saying that my 10-year-old wasn't feeling well. She had a headache, she had a 100.6 degree fever, and she had chills. So I picked her up from school, and then I'm going to show you the steps that I've taken so far to counteract this sickness so it won't get worse. So the first things that I'm going to do is I'm going to mix 100% apple juice into this mason jar. I'm going to put about 8 ounces in here. All right, that's about 8 ounces of apple juice. Then I'm going to use this vitamin C. I'm going to put 3 teaspoons of vitamin C into this apple juice. And I'm going to give this to my daughter every 30 to 60 minutes until she produces a bowel movement. So first of all, I'm going to tell you vitamin C is a natural laxative. It's a natural fever reducer. It is also great for inflammation. And it's just good for overall as far as colds and flu. At the first signs and symptoms of sickness, I always give my children high dosages of vitamin C because most of the times when they get sick, it's because they're not going to the bathroom as much as they should be. So this is gonna rid her body of whatever's trying to come upon her right now. So I'm just gonna take this and shake it up. And it's gonna be very bitter. So my kids are used to taking it like this, but you can actually use grape juice to counteract the bitterness if your kids won't take it with the apple juice, with it being this concentrated amount of vitamin C in it. So you can always use grape juice. Grape juice really masks that taste, that bitterness taste. Grape juice just costs a little bit more than this apple juice, so that's why I'm using apple juice. So what I'll do is I'll give her 5 to 10 mLs of this every 30 to 60 minutes until she produces a bowel movement. Okay, so the next remedy we're going to be using is homemade elderberry syrup. I'm actually not running low. It looks like I'm running low, but I have a whole nother jar in the refrigerator. I always keep fresh elderberry in the refrigerator for my kids. They take elderberry daily. So in the mornings, I usually would give them 1 drop of oregano oil in the bottom of the cup, medicine cup. And I'm just going to give you a rundown of oregano oil. Oregano oil is it's a natural antibiotic. It's naturally antiviral, anti-parasitic. So if you have like yeast or fungal problems going on, you can take oregano oil. And vitamin C is also great for ridding yourself of parasites as well, and yeast as well. So this is a great combination. So yeah, natural antibiotic. I always keep this in my medicine cabinet, always. So they get this in the mornings daily, and they get about 5 mLs of fresh elderberry. I don't use the store-bought, but if you prefer store-bought, that's fine too, but this is what I use. And when they're sick, they get up to 4 doses of elderberry syrup. I will give them at least 2 of those doses will have 1 drop of oregano oil in it. So she's already had 1 dose this morning with oregano oil in it, so she'll have another this afternoon with oregano oil in it. And then the other 2 doses will be just straight elderberry. So the next remedy that I will be using is elderberry tea. So this is homemade elderberry tea. Usually when I make a fresh elderberry syrup, I always make elderberry tea. I go ahead and I add all of the ingredients that I usually add to it. And I keep some in the fridge, and then I always keep some frozen as well. So we'll always have something ready to go when someone needs it. So we're gonna use elderberry tea. And this is sea moss water. Yes, sea moss water is great. It's it's a little bit more milder than sea moss gel. So if you find it hard to take sea moss gel, you can mix the sea moss water into teas, juices, smoothies, all the same things that you can do with sea moss gel. So all I do is I mix about 2 teaspoons sneakily. I sneak it into her tea. And yes, that helps as well because sea moss helps. It's a decongestion. It helps with your gut. So most of the time when you get sick, it's an issue of the gut. Yes, because gut health affects your overall health. So that's what we're going to add to this elderberry tea. I'm not going to add it right now, but I'm just showing you what I use. You would use 2 teaspoons of the sea moss water and add it to about 8 ounces of elderberry tea. And she'll sip on this maybe 2 to 3 times throughout the day. Okay, so the next remedy that I use is Kids Probiotics. I don't know if you can see that. It's by Renew Wellness. And my kids get one each day, every day. Regardless of what's going on, they always get a probiotic. But when they get sick, they get 2 per day. So they'll get 1 in the morning and they'll get 1 in the evening. And probiotics are good for your gut health. Yes. Everything that I'm talking about, telling you about, is good for your gut because your gut affects everything. I'm telling you this from experience, from my own health, and others that I've helped in the past, and also just from seeing things that my parents went through. So I could see how their gut, the condition of their gut, affected their health conditions. So yes, everything pretty much boils down to gut health. Yes, even autoimmune disorders, which I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder when I was 24. So I can tell you some things about gut health. Yes. I have one more remedy that I want to share with you guys today, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Our last remedy is a detox bath. Epsom salt is great for a multitude of problems. When added to warm water, it breaks down into magnesium. It helps with insomnia, digestion, and stress. Apple cider vinegar is great for fighting infections. It aids in digestion, and it also helps diminish inflammation. Eucalyptus oil is great for fighting viruses and reducing fevers. Tea tree oil is great for fighting infections, and it also helps stop the growth of bacteria. So guys, it's Sunday, and I just want to give you guys a rundown of what has gone on since Friday. So on Friday, I picked up my 10-year-old from school. She had fever, she had chills, and she had headache. So I immediately started working on her. As soon as she got home, I given her all of the remedies that I've shown you guys in this video. And again, on Friday evening, she did run another fever, but she hasn't run a fever since. I actually had to make a second jar of the concentrated vitamin C in order for her to produce a bowel movement. After she produced the bowel movement, most of her congestion went away. She had no more headache. She did present with a sore throat on yesterday morning, but after I gave her a tablespoon of honey, she hasn't complained about that anymore. So I hope that you guys found this video helpful. I also want to touch a little bit on why I do high dosages of vitamin C. I do that based off of research from Dr. Andrew Saul and Linus Pauling. They have done a lot of research as far as how vitamin C can be beneficial to your health. Many ailments that we deal with, they've shown research and studies, or they've done research and studies on vitamin C and how it can be beneficial for different illnesses, diseases, and disorders. So that's why I do high doses of vitamin C. So when I do share a remedy with you guys, I've done much research in order to be able to tell you about it or talk to you about it, because otherwise I wouldn't tell you about it. Because I want to be sure before I give that information out to you guys. And I've also tested on myself and my kids before I give that information to you guys. So I just want to let you guys know that. And also, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I appreciate your support. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, I'm sending peace, love, light, joy, and health.